Hello and welcome to my channel. This video continues with my series looking into the works of Stephen King, and I am reviewing The Shining, published in 1977, and I have this Hodder edition, and the blurb on the back reads: Danny is only 5 years old, but in the words of old Mr. Halloran, he is a shiner, aglow with psychic voltage. When his father becomes caretaker of the Overlook Hotel, Danny's visions grow out of control. As winter closes in and blizzards cut them off, the hotel seems to develop a life of its own. It is meant to be empty. So who is the lady in room 217? And who are the masked guests going up and down in the elevator? And why do the hedges shaped like animals seem so alive? Somewhere, somehow, there is an evil force in the hotel, and that too is beginning to shine. I have given some of my thoughts on The Shining last year during one of my monthly reading wrap-ups, and I'm probably going to go over some of the points I made then, but I might be going a bit more in depth into the book in this one. Of all the characters, probably the main character is probably Jack Torrance, the father, and as I said before, he's an a-hole. I can't stand him. Even before he arrives at the Overlook, that's what he's like. At the start of the book, when he's been interviewed by the hotel manager, Mr. Ullman, though Ullman is a pompous, arrogant person, Jack's reaction to him is very telling of Jack's true personality. Jack acts as if he's above being the off-period caretaker, and maybe he is, but the situation he's in where he has to take the job of the Overlook is due to his own actions. He has brought himself to this position, no one else, and really he should be lucky that anyone is employing him. Even before coming to the Overlook, Jack was an alcoholic. He beat up a student at the school, which is why he was fired, and why he has to take a job at the Overlook. And at one point he also breaks Danny's arm. He considers his wife Wendy's concern for his welfare as nagging, and he does have thoughts about hitting or hurting her a number of times before even getting to the Overlook. When you look at the way Jack is living his life before the Overlook, you can understand Wendy's concern. She's worried for her husband. She's not nagging him because of anything that really is ingrained in her, more to that it's just her worry that he's going to do something stupid. What the Overlook does to Jack is the same thing that the alcohol does, which is why the hotel uses the imaginary alcohol to lower his control over himself, and brings out who he truly is. It reveals his true personality, the one that he hides when he's sober. Stephen King has said that he doesn't like the Stanley Kubrick adaptation of the book because of the way Jack Nicholson, who plays Jack Torrance, acts kind of crazy before the Torrance family reach the hotel. How I see it is Jack Nicholson, he's kind of acting out Jack Torrance's kind of inner thoughts, where he should be internalizing them. Nicholson is kind of acting what Jack's true feelings are, instead of keeping them hidden and under control. I think the biggest change for character between the book and Stanley Kubrick's film is actually in Wendy Torrance. The Wendy the book is a much stronger person than the Wendy the film. It's noted that Stanley Kubrick kind of terrorised Shelley Duvall during the making of the film, to kind of turn her into this cowering wreck of a woman. But the Wendy the book is anything but. She's very strong, and she's ready to stand up to defend herself and Danny against Jack's behaviour than the Wendy of the film. Also, in the book, it's Wendy's love for Jack that keeps her trying to cope with the situation that they find themselves in at the hotel. And in the film, it's more Wendy's fear of Jack that kind of paralyses her to get her and Danny out of the situation that they're in. I also think Danny's a better kind of character in the book than he is in the film. In the book, he is smart for a 5-year-old. That's probably because of the fact that he can shine, and it kind of tells him things and helps him notice things that he wouldn't have noticed or known otherwise, though he still doesn't understand a lot of the things that are too old for him to understand. There are certain times when his friend Tony tries to explain something to him, and he sees it, he knows what it is, but he doesn't understand its context or what it means in the grand scheme of what's going on. Though we do see some of Danny's character in the book The Shining, it's only as much as the story needs his characterization, and his character's more fully explored in the sequel to The Shining, the book Doctor Sleep, which we'll probably talk about when I get to it. The Shining is one of those books I have read numerous times, and I really do enjoy it, and I obviously gave it, because of my enjoyment of it, 5 stars on Goodreads. So have you read The Shining? What do you think of it? Any comments, please leave them in the comment section down below. Remember to like the video and to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again in the next one.